I know there's so many great providers in Southeast Michigan. What do you look for in a referral when you need somebody to help, some of the people that you're working with?
Sure. So when people are calling us for referrals, we give them more than one option, because we know that when we give families that have the disease of addiction in there, in their midst, giving them more than one option is really helpful, because we know they're going to make it to treatment. But we look for partners and providers like Rivers Bend that is licensed, that they vet their staff, that they are constantly looking to improve. They have good teams that communicate with clients and families, that they have outcomes measures that they're looking at, that they have validated assessments, that they know how to help the clients with insurance. And so those are questions that we ask before we refer them. And depending on the region of the country, we'll actually look for referral sources for the patients and families that call us, because we are a national organization.
That's awesome. What do organizations, or when we're coming together, collaborations like this, something like there's so much education involved, what does this do for the people that you work with?
So I think that any kind of continuous education is incredibly important, right? I've worked in this field for over 4 decades, and I never stop learning, because the field is changing, science is advancing. There are incredible practitioners that have new ways and outcomes to work with clients, like the people that we've seen here today. Really good feedback and suggestions for us to improve our practice. And when we work with the most vulnerable kids and families at NACOA, I want to make sure that I have the best evidence-based elements and the best practices and the best ways and resources to help those kids and families. And the ways to continue that is not only reading and doing my own education, but by attending these kinds of events that are put on by incredible treatment centers, incredible practitioners, and people that come together to share their wisdom and strength and hope to everybody else.
That's cool. Have you heard anything? What stands out the most? One of the biggest aha moments for you?
Well, I think today the piece that I was the most happy about was certainly the breadth and depth of the presentation from Dr. Chantel, talking about complicated trauma, relationships and attachment, and recognizing that 80% of people in treatment centers have had and experienced childhood trauma, and knowing that that relationship is so important to reinforce the work that NACOA does. And it was great to hear that, and then to be able to follow up and talk about children and why this event is being sponsored to support the mission of NACOA. So there was certainly a beautiful segue from what she was talking about, and why it's much easier and helpful to heal children than to wait until they're broken adults developing the disease of addiction. And many of the parents of these kids have been COAs themselves, and they didn't get healed, and they developed addiction, and that cycle just continues. So that was a really big moment today to hear that and to see the segue into the work that we do at NACOA.
Great. Well, thank you for the work you do.
Thank you.
We'll learn more.
Thanks, Erica. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks.